What's up, guys? I woke up like 30 minutes ago, so excuse my voice. But yeah, today we got more parts to install. I bought this Supermiata coolant reroute kit. It's pretty neat. I just not looking forward to putting it on. But pretty much it's gonna be replacing the this water neck down here. So the way this works is water comes out this way from the motor and then goes down the radiator and goes back in through here. So when the water comes out through the back, it's already hot, and this last cylinder is known to get, you know, like it runs hotter than the rest. So this kit is gonna go somewhat like this on the back of the head. And then it has a thermostat in here and then another like casing over it. It goes in there, and then instead of having the radiator hose run from here to here, it's gonna run from here around this way into the back of the head like that, with this rubber hose. Since I plan like on more track days and stuff like that, I just want to you know, minimize wear on my motor. I mean, I know I'm gonna, you know, from how hard we run it and stuff like that, it's gonna get worn out anyways. But I did spend a lot of money on this rebuild. At least this is my third engine already, so just want to make it last as long as I can. I gotta do the valve cover too. I didn't buy that though. I gotta do the valve cover, and then there's a seal in here that's leaking. If I had a flashlight, you'd be able to see how, I don't know if you can see that, but it's all like dusty and all black from the oil and stuff like that. So I got to do that. And then another one of my concerns today that I wanted to fix was this hose for the heater hose that goes in there. My heater doesn't work anymore, so I pretty much just bypassed it from here to here. But this like hits this right here, and I'm just scared that it's going to like rip it one day and just, you know, coolant leak and, you know, just another headache. So I'm gonna see what I could do. Maybe cut it shorter through one of these sides, so I could like make it sit, you know, something like that, and then maybe put like some like rubber shield or I don't know, something. But that's something I want to do today too, now that I'm here. But pretty much gotta take off the whole front of the car, all the belts, the valve cover, the timing cover, because I'm gonna be into deleting the water neck right there. There's an option where you can keep it, but it looks a little bit cleaner with the whole thing deleted. So I'm gonna end up having to take off the timing belt, just because I gotta take a plate back here off. Once I get to it, I'll show you guys a little bit better. That's just the general. And then I just take the coolant out, take all of that off, and then see where that goes. But I got a long day ahead of me, so let's get this shit. I got my helper. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do this like a how-to video. I was trying to find some videos because I do have like this adapter plate right here for my water temp gauge sensor. I don't know if I've ever shown you guys, but it's down right there in the corner. So now I'm gonna have to route that the other way, back that way. I think the wire runs this way anyways, so I think I should be fine. Yeah. So now I don't have a use for that, but the way the kit is, where'd I put the bucks? Right here. So it has these two plates like this. This one is for if I wanted to keep the water neck. It just covers this piece like that. But then I would have this, you know, the water neck bulging out from the head. So it also came with this kit, and it goes all the way, so it pretty much sits on the cylinder head like that, all the way inside, so you don't see this anymore. I think it's a cleaner look. I think it's better. But it does the same thing, both of them. So It's just gonna take a little bit more time, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. And the kit like supplies a good amount of hardware, and it gives you like clamps and the gasket maker and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. But like I said, I got a few hours ahead of me, so I'm gonna start ripping it apart, and then as I get through stuff, I'll probably just like point out what I did and how I did it. So yeah, let's go. So now that I took the intake hose, whatever that BS is called, you can kind of see what I'm talking about, the water neck. So this plate right here, so this goes like that, but then that would leave me with from here back, so this is gonna be sticking out of the motor like that, or the head at least. So this is gonna go back there like that, and it's gonna get rid of all of this. So these lines I'm gonna end up deleting. So this one goes to the throttle body, so I'm just gonna cap off this one right here, and this one right here goes to the it's like next to the water pump. You guys can't really, I hope you guys can see that, but I'm gonna cap that one off too. And then there's another one that goes under the throttle body that goes to the it's next to the oil filter. Yeah, you can't really see this, but it's somewhere right there. So I'm gonna take these belts off. So this one, the alternator one, and then take all of this off because I'm not gonna need it anymore. At least this and this. I'm not gonna need this adapter that I fucking spent money on, but whatever. Then I gotta take this cover off. So I'm gonna have to take off the cams off, mess with the timing. Now would have been a good time to do the camshaft position sensor gasket, because I'm gonna have to take it off, or the valve cover off, and I'll have it accessible. But I didn't buy it. Oh no, I do have it. Hadrian, where's my camshaft position gasket? Do you know where I left it? Damn. Well, when I get to it, I'll get to it. Forgot I had it. So yeah, I could probably do that today too. Like I said, I want to do the valve cover gasket, but I just didn't buy it yet. But yeah, so now I got to take the belts off, all of the belts off, this whole part, and then once I take the valve cover off, this is going to be out of the way, and then you'll be able to see where this piece goes. This piece, so it's gonna go something like, let me see if I can get it with two hands. So it's gonna go like this, and then the thermostat's gonna sit in here now instead of being inside it here. It's gonna be in here. So go like that, and then towards the back, so like this. And so now the rubber, the coolant, the upper radiator hose, this one is gonna go from back here like that. It's gonna run through the side and then into the radiator. So it's neat. It's just gonna be really annoying to do the thermostat from here on out, because right here you just, take that piece off, 2 bolts, pops out, whatever. So now it's gonna be back here. So it's gonna be annoying, but I think it's worth it. So it does have like these like fittings and stuff like that, so I'm gonna have to cover some up. They supply it right there, but I know this sensor for the gauge that I have inside the car is gonna go in one of these, and then I believe, if I'm not wrong, the bleeder goes in here, and then I'm gonna have to tape off. Oh, I think I'm using all of them. I'm not too sure. I've never done this before, so this is also new to me. So learning experience for me. But it seems pretty straightforward. It does come with instructions. It just doesn't have instructions to delete this. So that's what I'm gonna call my buddy Joey from Field Motorsports. That's one of their members right there working on the POS RX-8. I gapped him at the autocross. Oh, speaking of autocross, the last time you guys seen this car, I did the roll bar install, and then I think maybe about like a month or two after I installed it, we went to autocross in where was it, Fontana? we went to Fontana Speedway and I recorded it. But for whatever reason, the GoPro didn't like record. Like it was like on my phone it showed it record, but when I went to go export the files to my laptop, it said they weren't there. So I had like 2 videos, so I just kept them for memories. Didn't really feel like making a 5-minute video on it. But I ended up doing oh, you can't really see them, but I got steel braided lines from Joey, and then shout out to my boy Josue. He gave me, or not gave me, I wish he gave me them, but he sold me wheels. They're 60 wheels, super light. I love them. I got some NTO5s wrapped around them. They're amazing. I do want to try the NTO ones because they're a little more grippy. But for me right now, as a learning experience as a driver, these were fine. Autocross, they did amazing. I laid some solid lap times. Adrian beat me by like 0.3 of a second.
Go faster.
Whatever. Super fun. It was amazing. I do want to say we beat a McLaren. He did 40 second point something, and we did 39.3, and Adrian did 39.1 or 30. I forgot, but it was super close. So I would have sold the McLaren and got myself a Miata, but I don't have a Miata. I mean a McLaren. So but yeah, car did great. It stayed cool, relatively cool at least. Tires did great. I do want to change coilovers because these are the cheaper ones from VMAX. So I wanted to get the what are they called? They're like extreme 2s, I believe. I think these are classics. I bought them used on OfferUp, so for what they are, I can't complain. $300, definitely can't complain. But anyways, back to the main point of this video. Yeah, so I'm gonna start taking stuff off, and then once I get to the more complex part, I think we'll pick up the camera and record it. But yeah, let's get it. So now I have everything apart. Oh my god. Let's check it out.
Sounds like it's boosted, but where's that turbo? Bottom out.
Anyways, so let me show you what I'm talking about. Goodness gracious, it's so loud today. So now that I have the front, you kind of see what I'm talking about. This water neck right here. So I gotta take the belt off these cams to get this plate back here. But I wanted to show you guys this. So that big Supermiata piece is gonna go right where that sensor is at. So it's gonna be, let's see if I can point it out. Keep the flashlight, okay, right there. It's gonna be right here. So now that piece is gonna go like out, and it's gonna come this way. So it's gonna run from right there around here like that. So that's where I gotta get to. There's 2 bolts. There's one right there, one at the bottom, and then I gotta take this hose off, the one that I'll send you about that rubs over here. So take that off, clean it up. I gotta clean up the oil because that's where it leaks. It leaks from this right here. There's a gasket inside there. It's a little O-ring. I can't find it yet, but we'll do that later. So I just gotta clean this surface up. Make sure there's no oil or just any gasket maker or anything like that. So when I go to put this one on, it's fresh, clean surface on clean surface. Supermiata recommends them or us to just put like a thin layer of silicone. So I'm gonna just do that and then slap it on there. They do also recommend to start putting the fittings on right now, and to put the thermostat to this one, so that way when you put it on, when you put this whole piece on, it's not you don't have to piece it together. It's just like you don't have to put this one on and then this one, thermostat and all that stuff. It's just assemble it out here, slap it on, which makes a lot of sense, so that way you don't crush your fingers and have a little bit of room back there, because it's a little tight squeeze in there. So I'm gonna start assembling this, and then I'm gonna take that off, take my time cleaning that, just because I really don't want to do this again. So I'm gonna just do it right the first time, get that whole surface cleaned up, and then once I get that surface cleaned up, I'm just gonna attach, you know, all this. I'm gonna install that, and then my main focus after that is just gonna be make sure the crank and the cams are timed. Well, they're timed right now, but top dead center. Make sure they're facing the right way, so when I take it off, it's not gonna be, you know, I don't have to do too much adjustment to get it to sit right. So this E right here, the exhaust side of the cam has to be facing up, so you can see it's down here, and then the intake, the I, same thing. Spin it so it's over there. Make sure the crank is aligned with the marks it has at the bottom, and then take off the water pump pulley. I haven't taken off this belt yet, but take off the water pump pulley, and then the tensioner, that spring that's right there in the back. Take the spring off that's in the back, so I lose tension on this, and just slide them off. Take off these, and then just pull off the cover back there, so that way I can have this ready. And then now that I'm here, I might as well cap this off too. And then yeah, after that it's just gonna be put the little plate on, the little one, this one, put this on, and then run the hose. I believe this is a cut to fit silicone hose. I'm not too sure, but from what I've seen on the YouTube videos that I've watched, funny enough, it's a cut to fit. So I'm gonna have to do like a little bit of measurement, some test fitting, and then just cut it up and then put everything back on. It would have been really nice to have another gasket, but I didn't think I was gonna get this kit so fast, so I didn't buy it. But I kind of don't want to do this. It's because it's a little annoying to get to and to do and all that fun stuff. So I might not do it. I might, just depending how I feel with all these headaches that I'm gonna have in a minute. But yeah, so far that's where I'm at. Now I'm just gonna worry about the front for now. Get the hard part out the way, or at least the hardest part, and then clean up the motor a little bit. It's dusty and ugly, but it's not a show car, so I don't really care about it. But yeah, that's where I'm at, and then I'll update you guys when I get to it. So I messed up pretty big. I didn't realize that they supplied a bolt with the kit. So let me show you exactly where I went wrong. So I put the housing on, right? I have it all together and whatnot. And that bolt right there, that 12, it's too big. So I was trying to fit. Let me just show you. Where's that socket at? Oh, right here. So I was using the 12 mil, right? And I was tightening it, and I felt it get like really tight. So I was like, okay, cool, like it's done, you know, whatever. And then I like moved it a little bit like this, and it like, you know, moved like it wasn't tight. So I was like, what the hell is going on, you know? And so I'm trying to fit this socket back on. Let's see if you can see it. But it hits the wall of the housing. So I'm trying now to find a way to get this bolt off and put the other one on that I just had. That one, this one right here. But I tried a wrench, I tried a socket, nothing seems to work. So I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I tried this socket, but this is still too thick. So my brother's in AutoZone right now, getting some stuff for his car. So I told him to buy like a cheap 12 mil socket. So what I'm gonna end up probably doing is getting a cheap socket like the Duralast brand or whatever, and then grinding like the whole sidewall right here. So it's like, you know, super thin. Because the thickness of the walls won't let me put the socket in. So I'm gonna try to grind it with the grinder that we have. Just grind like the whole thing around so it gets like really thin. And then hopefully, if all goes well, I could have enough room to pry it on there, or even just fit it on there. And hopefully I have enough metal so that way when I loosen it, it won't crack the socket, because if it cracks it, I'm pretty much done. I don't know, I don't want to tighten it with the grinded down socket, because as you tighten it, you're putting more force on it. So I want to take it off, but I'm stuck. So this one's a smaller head size bolt. So the one that was on the car right now is a 12 mil. This is a 10 mil. So yeah, I'm stuck. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hopefully that works, but besides the point that I messed up, that's pretty much what it looks like with the whole thing assembled. You got the water temp sensor right there. You got the bleeder, then you got the barbed wire for the heater core, and then that little wire back there, that little wire back here is for my digital water temp gauge. So which that comes out from here. That routed all the way through there to the front. So now I think I'm just gonna take these zip ties off and just tuck it up somewhere nice, because now I don't need all that wire. It's literally from here to here. But that's where I'm at. I'm stuck. I guess for now I could start doing the front while I wait for that socket to get to me. A little bummed out that, you know, something so simple just messed me up that bad. So now I gotta waste time and correct my mistakes, but it's a learning process for you and I, mostly me. But it is what it is. Whatever, I'll get it off one way or another. But that's where I'm at. I'm a little bummed out. You know, that was a super straightforward install and I managed to mess it up. So I'll update the video, you guys, whatever, whenever I get this bolt on there. Hopefully I can get it on. I got, what time is it, like 10 something? It is 12 and I got things to do at 2, so I got 2 hours to do this. Sucks. So I corrected my wrong, or my brother helped me correct my wrong. But we got the new bolt on, as you can see right there. Put the cam position sensor back on. Got the timing belt off, so pretty much I just took the alternator belt off, loosened the tensioner. I left the spring on there because there's really no point on taking it off. And took that plate that was right there, that one. Took it off so it exposes these bolts. So now let's just take this off, take the water neck off, and then put this one on, like so. It's gonna sit like that, and then I'm just gonna put a little bit of gasket maker on the back just so it seals properly. But yeah, so after this, it's just block this port off, put the belt back on, all the belts, and then route the radiator hose, and then connect the sensors and the valve covers, and I'm done. And then fill it up with coolant, obviously. But yeah, it's been a process. Probably won't do it again either, but see how long it takes me. So I'm having an issue, more issues, surprise. So the way this radiator is the neck for this is right here, right? I don't know why or for what reason. I guess Supermiata just kind of assumes you already have the radiator. So the way their radiator is this neck is on this side. So instead of, you know, having like this slight bend, it's just a straight shot from here to here. So my issue here is I have this hose down here. Let me get some light. What did I put up? Okay. So I have this hose right here, which goes into my intake down here. But the thing is, when I, you know, throw it on all like together, it like really sandwiches the coolant hose, and it sucks because now this hose is gonna be all sandwiched like that, and you know, ideally you want like no kinks or anything, like you just want it to be like a free flow type, you know. So I ended up ordering the radiator today, but it's not gonna be here till probably like Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm just gonna run it like this for a few days, and then once I get the radiator, just install it, drain the coolant all over again, and do it. But I pretty much have it all done. I have it in there. You can see part of that Supermiata block off plate, which got rid of the neck that I was mentioning earlier. The neck, and then this, and my adapter for my sensor. And then on the back, see it right there, bright orange piece. Let me try to get the light. There it is. Right there, and then the hose runs from right there all the way around. But yeah, hopefully the radiator comes in soon, so I could, you know, do this once and for all and not have to deal with it anymore. But we'll see. So I finished it. I didn't record the rest of it. I was pretty annoyed at the fact that I need the radiator, so I just threw it all back together. But it's done. I had a leak in the back, so I had to take the little neck at the back off again. Just put a new gasket maker or more gasket maker, but I don't know how well you guys can see, but it's back there. And then the front one's right there. You guys can't really see that, but yeah, I got rid of that neck, this one right here. Got rid of this. So I had to zip tie these wires right here to this, and so now I have it sandwiched right there until I get that radiator. I use this little janky setup so the little butterfly doesn't eat my hose. I don't want to buy another one. I'm cheap and I'm poor. So, but I mean, so far no leaks. I just gotta wait for the radiator, and then I'm gonna drain it again and then put fresh coolant, because I think right now it's more water than actual coolant. So I gotta do that, and then I think I'll be dialed for the cooling system. As far as this is concerned. After that, I think I'm going to do shit, I don't know what I want to do next. What am I doing next, Arturo? Rocket bunny kit? Chill.
Yeah, we broke out here.
We poor over here in these streets, dog. But the Supermiata radiator uses the OEM fan, so I shouldn't have an issue with that. I'm hoping I don't have an issue with that. But I gotta see when they ship and how fast they get to me, because I don't want to be having it like that for too long. I'm afraid it's gonna expand too much and break my idle air control valve. But besides that, it was pretty straightforward. It was pretty easy. It's just in the back, it's a little tight. But if you take your time, like I didn't, you'll be fine. But yeah. I'm glad this is over with. I don't want to do it ever again. It's like the roll bar. I never want to do it again.
Why don't you change this stuff?
The radiator?
Yeah.
That's next.
Yeah.
That, I don't know. But yeah. So, if you made it this far, thanks for sticking around. I think this is going to be a pretty lengthy video. So, shout out to you guys. A little power button, bro. Yeah, but later, guys.